Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for the Giz Wiz is brought to you by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1469, recorded Wednesday, May 21st, 2014. A 3-dot show. This episode of the Giz Wiz is brought to you by Audible.com. To download a free audiobook of your choice, go to audible.com/GizWiz. And by NatureBox, where you can order great tasting, healthy snacks delivered right to your door. Forget the vending machine and get in shape with healthy, delicious treats like apple pie oat clusters. To get 50% off your first box, go to naturebox.com/twit. That's naturebox.com/twit.
And now, get ready for Dick.
We have a super exciting robotic episode for you now.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D
and OMG Chad
on Twit TV. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Here we are, ready for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. How are you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing super, sir, and you?
Doing good, doing good. It's we need to preface, so we are getting the latest start we've ever gotten with a Giz Wiz.
It's actually Thursday, and we're supposed to start Wednesday.
Yep. You're not too far off if you're on the Eastern time zone. Yeah, just a few more hours. So yeah, anyway, late start on our end. If you're tuning in for Ham Nation, it will be a little bit because of our weekly meetings that we have here at Twit. But other than that, how have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah?
I'm getting ready for Fleet Week. Fleet Week, Memorial Day weekend.
Oh.
All the ships come into Lower Harbor.
Ooh.
And I usually go upriver.
Wow.
Because it's way too congested.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's fun. It's fun because they open a lot of the ships to for folks to walk through. And
which
what do they
type of
do in
ships would it be?
Petaluma?
What? Say again?
What do they do in Petaluma for Memorial Day? Open
no one goes to work.
rowboats in the turning basin?
Yeah. I mean, we churn more butter. I think we get a day off to. Oh, the sign isn't up.
Oh, my word.
But
at least it's there.
Jeff Needles is back, and he had to go to the dollar store, and look what he found at the dollar store.
What?
We got glue dots. Glue dots.
Oh, my word.
So I wanted to test out the glue dots.
Yes, we did them last week.
Just a small
However,
package.
Which glue dots did he get?
He got the removable glue dots.
Okay.
These are
that's
the
good.
half-inch variety. There are 36 of them in here.
Okay.
We got all sorts of them. Each come
so he
on
got the manual one.
Yeah, this is not the daughter that you saw.
No, the daughter is, but that's okay.
Oh, that's interesting. They each come on a little individual thing, so bring on over the sign.
Yeah, this is excellent. Excellent.
This is the
will
sign
be a
we
real
use.
test.
And on the other, we have two sides of the sign. We'll stick the dots on this one because.
Okay. Okay. We'll see if it. Why don't we do like a test? Why don't we do like 2 dots this week, and if it falls down,
we'll do more dots
next week.
It's pretty
simple. And then
simple.
we can scientifically tell people if you have a sign that big, you'll need so many dots.
I just realized that if you peel off the dot, you peel off the paper away, and then you're left with this see-through one, so you can see exactly where you're going to put your dot.
Oh,
isn't that neat? So
that's clever.
That right there. And now we have 2 glue dots on there.
Someone in the chat room says next week can we do some glue dashes
or glue hyphens?
That chat room. Oh, that chat room.
There we go. That's actually feels really secure.
Okay.
That's
Let's
pretty
hear it
amazing.
for dots. Let's hear it for dots.
Glue dots, and luckily they're removable, so we will be able to take down the sign.
Okay, good.
Eventually.
Okay.
But yeah, there's the glue dot. I'm kind of impressed with them and thoughtful about the see-through on one side, so you can see where you're sticking it. Interesting.
No, that's good. That is, you always should know where you're sticking it. is a rule of thumb.
That is a good rule. That is a very good rule. So what do you got for us this week?
We're doing more. You know, May for me is hardware gadgets. May for you is the camera was on when you were playing with it. Your thing that lights up looks amazing.
Yep.
So we're going to start with something for kids from the hardware show. One of the interesting things about the hardware show is Dennis and I never got to the actual tools section because there are so many new divisions of the hardware show. The hardware show has like 7 shows in one. There's a housewares part, there's a garden part, there's the outdoor part, there's the tailgate party part of the hardware show. So I found something neat for kids. And when you were a kid, I don't know if you remember back this far, the people that told me that kids, when you first start putting a shower head over their head, like to rinse shampoo out, that many kids feel that it's a frightening thing.
Oh.
Did you know that? Or have that?
I had not experienced that. A shower head is very frightening. As a shower.
No. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, my mother.
Liz says it is. Liz yells, it is. It's scary.
It is. Yeah. Well, I was 51 when I got over that phobia. But if you have a kid
of a different age,
who you worry about, Rubber Ducky and Friends could help. And you'll see why in this little video.
You know, when I'm walking around, anytime I see a microphone, I stop. Turns out it's not a microphone. This is really a shower head for kids. And there are a bunch of very cute ones. They're all here in this little tub. And we're going to call Ken. Was it Ken?
Yes.
Ken. Okay,
actually,
Ken.
the shower wands.
So Ken, tell me about Rubber Ducky Friends.
Okay, Rubber Ducky and Friends, we style as bath and shower wands for kids. They're designed to help parents get their kids to want to get into the bathtub.
Are kids normally afraid of bathtubs?
Typically, yeah. And one of the things that really bothers young kids is getting water doused over their heads to rinse shampoo out of their hair. And Rubber Ducky and Friends has a very soft, gentle, low-flow spray pattern, so it's not intimidating or stinging. And kids really enjoy getting their face sprayed with a Rubber Ducky and Friends shower wand.
Oh, great. And you know, I see this on your display table. So what is that for?
This is a two-way diverter, and it's designed for households that have just one shower in the house so that mom and dad don't have to sacrifice their shower head so that the kids can have Rubber Ducky and Friends. And essentially what it does is that it attaches to the shower arm that comes out of the wall. And then mom and dad's shower head attaches here, and the extra long 6-foot hose that comes in the kit attaches to the diverter as well. And what it's designed to do is switch water flow back and forth between mom and dad's shower head and Rubber Ducky and Friends.
Now, is the same amount of pressure come out both sides?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And how many different, are these all, there are 5 different versions?
There are 5 different characters.
And the retail price and when they are available?
$24.99 is the suggested retail on our website, rubberduckyandfriends.com.
Okay. And in stores yet or just?
Not yet.
Okay.
Shipping to Bye Bye Baby in August.
In August. So a really neat little gadget. So it's Rubber Ducky and Friends. Dick DiBartolo, going to hop in this tub, and I'll be out in about 3 minutes. Bye.
Liz cannot stop screaming about how excited she is about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. There's a little. She was saying that. Who is it that Aldrin has a dolphin?
No, he had a little whale.
He had a whale spout on the actual part of the tub, but he was always afraid of the shower. It was really aggressive. He wouldn't do the shower part of it.
His dad had to spray himself first, and then he'd be okay with it.
Yeah. So this is the exact use case. And Liz was talking about how she wanted the hippo or maybe the ducky. She couldn't decide.
Give me the duck.
She wants the
We're
duck.
in New York,
She wants the
Dick.
duck. So.
You know what? It was so funny because I did this on ABC this week, and the host there asked if she could keep the ducky for
same way.
her kid. Yes.
That's so great. Wow.
Right. And also, I had done some supers. I think I uploaded the wrong video to YouTube. It actually, off camera, the guy told me that one side of that diverter reduces the water pressure down to 1.5 gallons a minute, which is a very gentle flow. In the video, I just realized he said, no, it's the same pressure on both sides, but it's not.
Oh, wow.
My shower already has that feature.
He's in a nice green apartment.
You have the rubber ducky?
No, it's just a very slow shower head. It just very low pressure.
You know, you can sometimes, that happened in my apartment, and if you unscrew the shower head off the top, I had to pull out like a little metal piece that was causing my shower head to just dribble water. It was unusable.
Oh, you know, for a while in New York City, I haven't heard them say it, they sent everybody little things that you would put in the shower that would drastically cut the flow.
Oh, totally.
And they would say, this will save a ton of water. And so your 5-minute shower became an hour and a half.
Totally.
To get all the soap out of your hair.
The soap suds off and your shampoo out of your hair.
Exactly.
That's how I felt. Yeah, so I might be using up water, but I just couldn't stand. I couldn't take a shower.
No.
Yeah. Cool.
So they're at Rubber Ducky and Friends, and at the website now, $24.99, and in the next few months, they'll be rolling out in stores.
Perfect. Gadget number 2.
Item number 2 is, this was last year after the hardware show. Leo was still doing Giz Wiz, and I talked about InvisiPlug. So InvisiPlug is very interesting. It's a power strip that comes in 3 natural wood colors.
Ooh.
So that if you have hardwood floors and hardwood baseboards, instead of buying a regular power strip, which 90% of them are glaring white.
Or beige.
Or beige. I was going to say, occasionally you can find one that's beige. So they came out with light natural, medium cherry, and dark oak. And that was very successful. But now they've added 2 USB 2.10 charging ports
That's
to
wonderful.
They've also added, in addition to the on-off pilot light, there is a green light to tell you that the 3-prong plug is indeed in a grounded outlet, and then the other light lights to tell you that the surge protector is in use. And kind of interesting, I spoke to one of the guys, one of the 2 inventors, Brian O'Connell, and they actually were on Shark Tank.
Oh, wow.
In January. And they got Lori from QVC invested $125,000 in their business.
That's where I saw this. I saw this on Shark Tank.
Oh, okay.
I almost said, Dick, you've done this gadget already, but you haven't. I just saw it on national television.
That's right. You saw the one that you did see was the original one, which still is on Amazon. That's $15, and the new version is $24.99, so $25. It is a 6-outlet power strip, but they are not staggered. So if you have a transformer plug, you're definitely not going to get 6 outlets.
Yeah.
But you'll still get. If you like oh my God, Chad, oh no.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's happening now. Oh man.
Oh no.
Okay, so
2 is not enough.
2 isn't enough. Let's aim for 3. We'll remove the dots.
And start over again.
Add
and
3.
For audio listeners, the sign just fell.
The sign just fell. The sign. That's why we started screaming. Someone didn't come in and start attacking us.
You know, Chad, maybe. What are joules when they say it's 900 joules of surge protetion?
That's a way of it's a measurement of power. So it's like I mean,
so is 900
I don't know the
enough?
Difference between amps and joules and that sort of stuff. But yeah.
Anyway, if this makes a difference to you, the original power strip had 450 joules. The new one has 900 joules.
Oh, wonderful.
But the original is still available.
Perfect.
Okay, now is this three
This
dots?
is 3 dots. This is 3 dots.
Three
And they
dots.
do make it pretty easy because you can just rip it off. So I just ripped off 3 and then stuck it on there as fast as I
Oh,
could.
there you
So
go. There you
it's kinda
go.
Nice.
And it is Amazon Prime if you're a Prime member.
That's neat, and especially someone who
you're right,
is conscious of the look of their plug.
Yes. Yes. Are you an Amazon Prime person?
I am. I do use Amazon Prime.
Are you upset that it's going up $20?
You know, I don't know yet. I need to look back at my history over the past year and see if I've used. Because now, I mean, that's kind of expensive. That's what's the full price of it now? I forget what I originally paid
It will.
for it.
It's starting in August.
Yeah.
Renewals from August on forward. But what is annoying, and I don't know how it got out, is that evidently some Prime members got emails saying it's going up $20, but we will freeze your price for 1 more year.
Huh.
So your price will not go up until August 2015.
Huh.
But I did not. You didn't get that email either, right?
You know, if I did, I ignored it. I get so many emails from Amazon. So yeah, it's 79, so
Yeah.
$80.
It's going to be now it's going to be 99.
Right. Huh. Interesting. Oh, so now it's 99. Okay.
Starting in August.
$100 a year.
And you
I
know,
don't
there's a workaround, but it just seems so bizarre. You evidently buy a $79 gift certificate, and you apply the gift certificate now, but somehow you can make it not be sent until a certain day, and you give the gift of Prime to yourself. I don't know.
You give Prime now to yourself.
I know for
in the
$20, it just seemed like
I think
a terrible workaround.
Yeah. Cool. So is that it for gadget number 2?
That's it for gadget number 2.
Perfect.
Gadget number 3.
Well, before we get there.
Oh, yes.
Right. So we still have gadget number 3 in my crap, but before we do, we have to thank one of our sponsors for this episode, and that has got to be Audible.com. Do you use Audible, Vicky D?
I have Audible. I still have my first book, How to Read Faster and Get Things Done Quicker.
That sounds like the book I'm about ready to move to.
Yes.
I have been
But I am a
using
member.
Audible forever. I had a job at a warehouse where I was fulfilling orders, and I was the only person in the warehouse, and so I had no one to talk to. So I started listening to Audible, and I learned so much. That's the first time I listened to Bill Bryson's Short History of Nearly Everything. I listened to, also I listened to a lot of the series where they go into colleges and record the Great Learning series. They have a better name for it. I forget the name of it. But yeah, I absolutely, and I use Audible all the time. I've just finished a book. In fact, I'm 15 minutes to finishing it. So on the drive home, I will finish The Wind-Up Girl. Correction, 16 minutes and 16 seconds away from finishing The Wind-Up Girl. This has been this is kind of a dystopian future where there's a plague that has kind of wrecked all food society. So it attacks kind of the cells in a lot of food, and they're not battling that, they're not talking about that, but we're living in a world after that where we're having any food, they call them calorie men, who kind of control food production. It's the foundation of that story and this world in Thailand. It's just so awesome and so great, and I absolutely love listening to it. And next, I'm going to listen to Getting Things Done by David Allen. To get things done, which is what you were just kind of talking, how to read and read faster and get things done. I need to learn how to get things done. So Getting Things Done by David Allen is my next book on the list. And you can get one book for free, for absolutely free. Test it out. Do you enjoy listening to audiobooks? You can find out quickly and easily by just heading on over to audible.com/Giz Wiz. There, just go ahead and sign up, and your first month is free. That means that you get a credit to spend on any book. Most books are just 1 credit. There are a few that are 2, but those are kind of rare. And you can listen to a book and test out the service. But I know that you're going to love it. I absolutely just adore Audible. It keeps all of my audiobooks in one place, easy to download, great apps across all your different devices. So I truly, truly think that you're going to love Audible.com. And we thank them for their support of the Giz Wiz. So,
Perfect.
Moving on to gadget number 3.
Moving on, we're going to go back to the hardware show for something that you just might want for the hot summer weather.
Still at the National Hardware Show, but now we're outdoors at the tailgate section of the hardware show. Found a neat gadget here. It's from Ostrich Chair, and it's the Mist Chaise. And look at this guy. So this is not out yet. It's going to be out in time for summer, but you're going to love this. So as you lay on the chair, you have 6 jets that will be misting you. And it's simply hooked up to a garden hose. And David is here from Ostrich Chair.
Is our ostrich patent, which is an open and closed face cavity. So when you want to lay face down, you open the pillow up, you pull out the cushions, you lay the chaise flat. Now you can lay face down, you put your arms underneath, you can turn the pages of a book and lay in complete comfort.
Oh, amazing. Also, it's a great place to get a massage.
This Mist Chair, as you said, is going to come out this summer. We're introducing it at the show this week. Have had a great response, and we should have it in limited quantities for the summer, full rollout by 2015.
And your website is?
Ostrichchair.com.
Ostrichchair.com.
Wow, bam.
Bam!
Catchy.
In and out, in and
In
out,
and out. We're done. We're done.
We're trying to get the hams in here.
Yeah, we're getting the hams back in here. We're going to get back on time.
So with the zone cooling, it's kind of neat because he said, you know, you see the 2 jets misting where your head goes, and he says you can read a book. Well, you know, if you have that those right in the rain pads, you can leave the jets up there doing that, but you can shut the jets off in 3 different zones. So if you want to be reading and have the mist going over your midsection and your feet, you can do that and shut them off. And he said there'd be limited Mist Chaise chairs for the summer, and the full rollout's going to be 2015. And they're going to be 2 different guys gave me different prices, so it's going to be anywhere from $179 to $199. I think literally what they were doing is kind of judging the reaction to see how popular it was.
One guy says one thing, the next guy says another.
Right.
Right.
And
what, $100 and then you get to go to the other guy. And that's wonderful. That's really great. And especially if you like to hang out, I could see this for someone who likes to tan or spend a lot of time outdoors where it's really hot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is the hottest it gets in Petaluma in the summer?
95, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I came from Texas, where it was 120 degrees.
Oh, my gosh.
120 degrees was normal. And I was a camp counselor at that time, and we still let the kids go outside and run around. And
well, because you stayed in with the air conditioning, right?
No, we'd have to go out there and play soccer with them and stuff. Like, yeah. No, I remember coming by. I remember leaving for camp in the morning and getting out of the car and thinking, the only time I'm ever outside anymore is from going from one air-conditioned place to another because it's just unbearable. And then later that same day, I played soccer outside with some of the kids.
So with your light skin, did you use like suntan factor 3 million?
No. Well, so the thing is, you're still only outside for like 20 minutes. So it's not like the UV rays are any worse. It's just really hot. It's just super hot. So yeah, it was pretty bad. And then of course you also get humidity, and so it was just bad all around. So it was not only just hot, but it was just this oppressive heat that was just all over, and the air feels like sticky. It's just not fun at all. But maybe you can beat it with the Mist Chaise lamp.
Yes, you can. So, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time in the show when we visit Chad's
but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner.
So
now, as I said, the drop cam was on,
Right.
and I was really impressed by exactly what it was that I was seeing.
So we're continuing with the lighting theme of lights. All my gadgets this month have lights. In fact, we have a place for you to vote for next month. So we're doing it a week early because we want to be able to buy the product before.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Great.
So we have to do it this week. So if you want to go to bit.ly/GW for Giz Wiz _June, GW _June, that is the straw poll. And your options are water. So water, guns or balloons or bottles or that sort of thing. Drinking, as in alcohol. Inflatable, which is pretty self-explanatory. And money, like safes or wallets or, I don't know, things that are expensive.
Okay.
Sure.
Should we check the results?
Wow.
Right, so let's go ahead and see the results.
So far,
real time.
hang on.
One vote for water and one vote for inflatable, guys. We have two
Oh my
total
gosh,
votes.
I can't.
Slow down,
Oh,
you're going to crash the site.
Look at the
Oh my
votes are coming
gosh.
in. Oh my word, they've doubled, they've tripled.
Yes, okay, so now we have a total of
unbelievable.
7 votes. It looks like inflatable currently is winning at 4 votes, at 50% of the vote. And
Well,
water,
Jeff Needles will be back, right?
he is back. Do you want to
Oh.
see some magic? Jeff
Wow.
Needles, I summon you!
So he knows
And he
that
just
if
walks in from off
inflatable wins, you can find 4.
Hi, Jeff. Now get out of here.
Wow. Impressive entrance, impressive dress.
That'll
Amazing.
work no matter where you are, too. You just yell like Chad did, and Jeff shows up. It's
Yep.
amazing.
If you do that right now at your place of work, it'll work. I
Jeff,
swear.
hey, Jeff.
Anyway,
doesn't
moving
work.
on. We got this week. We have. I got a remote control something, and it's this little helicopter. Now, you might be thinking, what? Where does the lighting come in?
Yeah, where's the light there, pal?
Well, just a few weeks ago, you showed off the bicycle with the lights along the wheel,
yes,
right?
in the wheel, right?
And so this is kind of the same concept. Let me go ahead and turn on the controller, and then I'll also turn on the helicopter. And the helicopter does have a blue LED on it, so I can tell when it's on. It's right there. And then
Okay.
as we send it up into the air, here we go.
Nice lighting cue.
Auto go. And go. There we go. Here we are. Around the edge of it, it will
it's a
say
moving.
things.
Wow.
Whoop, and we knocked it right into Jason's desk. One of the funny things is there's truly, you have basically thruster capabilities, and that's it. So I have a little slider on my remote control to get it going up into the air.
Right.
But then that's about it. Now whoa!
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
What's it saying?
So it says 2 things. I have 2 things written on it right now. I'm going to turn it off. There you go. It has Giz Wiz written on it and OMG Chad. And you use the controller. There isn't a separate controller or anything for it to say stuff. So they're saying OMG Chad. Now it is, whoops, and it just turned off.
So it's programmed to say OMG Chad and then go off, and Giz Wiz is in
and I
the
wonder,
dark.
you know what? I'm going to try something. There we go. So I can hold the bottom of it. So I'm just going to hold the bottom of it. Now, it's hard to see because of how cameras...
wow. I do see Giz Wiz, and yeah.
How cameras capture
Oh, wait,
light.
Chad is being lifted off the floor. Get that shot.
Whoa.
Chad is going up. If you're listening, he's going up. Oh, my, the humanity. Oh.
So it's hard to tell because my human eye sees it as a blue line, and inside the blue line it says Giz Wiz. But on camera...
In red, right?
Say again?
The blue line, but the letters are red.
And the letters are red. That's correct. But on camera, it's doing them as 2 separate sort of frames. And that's just because of how...
I gotcha. I gotcha.
That's how cameras work. But to me, it's a lot more noticeable. So I can switch it between here. Right now I have it on auto. So now it says OMG Chad. I can have it Giz Wiz, and that's about it. And then turn her off.
And how did you program that?
So here, let me show you how I programmed it. On the remote control here, let me see, we got a remote control shot. Maybe there we go. On the remote control,
wow.
You can choose between the ones that you have made. So I have Giz Wiz and OMG Chad there. Those are the two that I have. OMG Chad is on 20.
How many can you make, Chad? You know?
I can make up to 20. So
wow.
Giz Wiz and OMG Chad. And so I'll go to 3 here, and I could enter a new one. So let me go ahead and enter that. I can go left and right with this. I can go up and, oops, I went over one too far. So I can make it say something else. So it could say something like twit. I'd have to go all the way through and get to T, and then next, and probably going backwards is going to be. And you get symbols too, so you can get hearts and addition and numbers and that sort of stuff. TW, and then move forward. Now, I thought that it would, oops, I think I passed I, there we are, I thought that it would keep going right off the edge, but in fact, you only get, how many characters is this? 1, 2, 3, 7 characters. No, 5 characters. What? Yes.
Well, no, you have OMG Chad is 7.
So that's 7. You get 7 characters to add, and that's it. So this one says twit. Once I'm done with it, I hit enter again, and then it saved it, and you can go through. Number 2 has B written on it. Number 1 has Giz Wiz, and 20 has OMG Chad, because I hit down to add it. And then when it's in the air, here I can go ahead and, it uses IR, so if your controller is pointed away, it's just going to turn off and fall because it can't catch it anymore. Woohoo! I'm making it just hover there, so I can either hit the up and down to make it switch between things to say.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Or there's an auto button where I can hit auto. Now, there we go. Now it stopped. Once it is in the air, you have no way to, here, I can show you the controls on how to control it. On this as well, you have a little slider. This slider right here, when you push it upwards, that's when it starts to go. So anyway, that's basically it. It's not too expensive. It costs $25.23.
You know what? That sounds pretty inexpensive.
Yep.
That's a nice remote control.
Whoop. There we go. So that is the Skywriter UFO remote control helicopter. Don't be fooled. I thought it was a lot larger for some reason after looking at the.
Yeah, it is small.
But it's a bit small. I have it saying twit now.
I like that.
I wonder if I can slow down the blades so that it makes a lot more sense.
Josh, I don't know if you got the link of the fan I showed on Giz Wiz.
Yes, I do. Do you want to show the whole video or just the part?
No. Just go to the end of it, to where it's saying something. So, Chad, if the helicopter is too much,
right?
I didn't look to see if it's still available, but a couple of years ago I did the LED fan that you program directly on the fan itself, and I think it was $9. And Josh is going to see if he can just show what the results look like.
Yeah, and to charge it, you get this little USB. You get one end that has USB and one end has the connector for the plane. And the bottom of the controller has a little USB port. So if you want to charge it that way, I assume that you can plug it into something that charges USB. I have not tested that because I didn't want to burn it out and then not have a thing for the show.
So it's rechargeable batteries in there?
Rechargeable batteries inside of the...
in both of them?
Now, you could... no. This one is just normal batteries. 4 of them.
Oh, so this is the fan.
Oh, cool. That's great. That's really neat, actually. And that one plugs into the wall, I assume.
No, that runs on 4 AA batteries.
Wow.
That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah, that is neat.
It's kind of the same sort of thing, and I think that was $10.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. These little LED things are pretty cool. So
Yeah.
So anyway, that is
mine cools you off. The helicopter, you have to run after it if you want to be
well,
cool.
you have to hold on to the end of it there, and it does actually have this a little ring at the bottom. So that's what I was doing to keep it controlled.
Oh.
Here, it has a switch on it to turn it on, turn this guy on, and then so I can hold on to it here on the bottom. So if I wanted to give it some sort of launch, there it goes throughout the studio. Anyway.
You know, it was funny while you were talking. I looked on Amazon, and a lot of reviewers said it's so delicate it falls apart, but it seems pretty sturdy.
Yeah, for me it's been pretty sturdy.
Yeah. Nice.
Whee!
Going back into his corner, Chad recedes into the darkness.
I want my crappy corner. So anyway, that is the Skywriter UFO remote control helicopter. You can pick it up online for $25.
I think it's great. I think it's pretty nifty.
You guys that playing the Ride of the Valkyries all the time, on and off, it's exhausting.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, the sound is not built into the helicopter.
No, that's me. I'm doing that.
He's doing it live too. Live.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
Wow,
And this is what the packaging
wow.
looks like, if you wondered.
But that, I tell you, for $25, that's a great gift.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, excellent.
So,
Excellent.
moving on, we do have to thank another sponsor, and I'm so excited to thank this sponsor. It is NatureBox. NatureBox is the perfect way to get super tasty and healthy snacks delivered to your front door. And this was on a schedule, so like, let's say once a month. NatureBox is, you've seen them around the office because holy mackerel, do we love these things. Just go ahead, and if you want to try them out yourself, you can go to naturebox.com/twit, and there you can see all of the different snacks that you can get into it. So the idea is that a box gets delivered to your house full of snacks for you, and then you just get to chow down on all the goodies, and they can be different. You can set different types of boxes. So like a medium box, you'll get 2 of each snack. And a large, you'll get 3 of each snack, and you always get to choose between 5 different snacks. And on the website, you can choose between a whole bunch of different styles of snacks. So if you have dietary restrictions, you can search by vegan or soy-free or gluten-conscious or lactose-free, nut-free or non-GMO. Or if you just want to check it out by taste, of course, you can sort by savory, sweet, or spicy. Let's see what we got. We got, oh my gosh, apple pie oat clusters. Oh my gosh. We got praline pumpkin seeds, mango almond bites. I've had these before. They're really, they're kind of fresh and nice to eat. Dried California peaches and Santa Fe corn sticks. I am gonna just nom right into these apple pie oat clusters. And this is what you do. If you go to naturebox.com/twit, you get 50% off your first box. Maybe you should get these apple pie oat clusters. Oh
no,
my
I
God.
have PB&J granola.
Oh man.
And I also have cranberry almond bites.
These are really good. So, oh man, yeah, you got a box delivered.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is that if you need a snack, there's a lot of snacks that have a lot of things that you shouldn't eat in them. But all of the snacks at NatureBox, 0 trans fats, 0 high fructose corn syrup, and nothing artificial. Everything is all natural. So get happy snacking with NatureBox. That's naturebox.com/twit. Stay full, stay strong. Go to naturebox.com/twit. And I personally thank NatureBox for their support of this show. For sending me snacks, delicious, delicious snacks. And also, sometimes you forget to get the healthy snacks, so you get tempted when it's like late at night and you're wandering around and you're looking for a vending machine and all you can eat is some chips or something that you know is not good for you. I love, love, love Nature Box. So let's
Me too.
go ahead
Yes, sir.
and move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Popcorn. What do you got for us today, Dickie D?
Okay, we have another viewer's video. This is kind of a combination. I bought a piece of crap, and my crap is 7 years old, and it's in my warehouse. So here's the email. Howdy, Dick and Chad. I had a previous video quite some time ago. It was the pre-crap reward era.
Oh, man.
Where I showed ancient processes. Since you're running out, here is another. But for this guy, he's emailed me several times. He said, I want to mention George P. Burdell, Burdell, a fictitious student at Georgia Tech who is listed as being on Mad Magazine's board of directors. And he said, Dick, for you, here's some proof from Ripley's. And if you go to my website, gizwiz.biz, you can follow the proof. But the proof merely says that Birdwell was on the Mad Magazine board of directors. The thing is, there was no Mad Magazine board of directors. I've been there 50 years.
Was he on Time's Person of the Year?
He was a fictitious person who evidently some student had gotten 2 entrance forms, and he decided to enter himself and make up this crazy guy, George P. Burdell. And then he kept it going, and he managed to get him elected to different things. Now, he has proof there, printed proof, that he got on the Person of the Year from Time Magazine in 2001. But it only says he was also elected to the Mad Board of Directors from 1969 to 1981. There is no Mad Board of Directors.
That is so funny.
And I did look through some old issues just on the masthead. I even found one of the things where every year Gaines had to send in the authenticated circulation figures and had to list officers. And George is nowhere to be found. All we had on there was the publisher. Someone got credited for lawsuits or lawyer. So George is
for people who
even
can't
though
take
he's
a joke.
Yes, even though he's credited with it, he was not on the board. But don't feel bad, George, because there was no board, so you're not missing anything.
That is amazing.
Isn't that amazing? Amazing.
It's
anyway,
like before there was 4chan. There was...
Yes. But then Jeremy says, and now my video of the week from Jeremy Sands.
Hi, Dick and Chad. For my gadget this week, well, there's no other word for it. I'm afraid I bought a piece of crap. And not even a cheap piece of crap like you guys like to buy. And so here's my gadget. It's called the Tux Droid. It was made by, I guess you could pronounce it Kysoh, Kysoh, which stood for Keep Your Sense of Humor. I think it was a Belgian company. It was available on ThinkGeek for the better part of $200, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. And basically, it's very similar to the Nabaztag, if you're familiar with that, the little bunny robot that plugs into your computer and does stuff. This is a similar concept, but on steroids. Obviously, this is Tux, the Linux mascot, and I'm a obviously huge Linux fan. I've only used Linux since 03 and Gen 2 Linux at that. I even run the Southeast Linux Fest conference. So I had high hopes for my little Tux here. Unfortunately, it didn't go so well. So he has a lot more than you get on something like a Nabaztag. He has a button on the tip top for input. Each one of his flippers is also a switch you can use for input. His eyes light up, his eyes blink, and if you open his beak, which I'm not going to do because it takes a bit of force, there's actually a light sensor. And underneath there are 3 wheels so he can spin around and do stuff. And on the back there is a headphone out and a mic in, as well as volume control and a speaker. He actually has a rechargeable battery in there, so you can actually charge him up and leave him unplugged, and he will still communicate with your computer for a couple hours. And you can also interact with him with a remote control.
Yeah.
And despite all the switches and input, it's actually not a very smart object. It goes over this Bluetooth connector back to your computer, and it does all the hard work. So the problem with this is Kiso went bankrupt, and they went bankrupt pretty quickly. And all the software out there is very hard to find now. And even though most of the software is open source, there's very little community around it because not many people are willing enough to pay $200 for a toy, basically. Yeah. Now, despite that, he does work somewhat. Let me.
Oh, show us!
Plug
Yeah, I
him
want to
in
see
here.
this guy do something.
Oh, Bluetooth is interesting. I like it's a little
plug
fish.
in his Bluetooth dongle as
but
well.
why did they put the Bluetooth right in the tux guy? Probably back then they didn't know how to.
So
look
the
at
solid
those! Look
light
at
on
those
means
lights!
it's linked to the computer. I'll flip them on and
Wow.
off again just so you can see.
I like
he
the
does, in
eyes.
fact, work.
Oh,
Hello.
So it does actually connect back because the hardware drivers and all still work. The problem is the software interface for all this is a Java server client, and a lot of the code that actually makes the Tux Droid do stuff is Python. And boy, is getting that Java code, just finding that Java code is a chore. Getting it working is even worse. And I gave up on trying to get him to work after about an hour for this video. So I will just show you some pictures from the internet of what it should look like. So this is what his web interface would look like after you got it running on your computer. As you can see, he has a few basic functions. RSS and clock and weather and some other stuff like that. And you could write your own scripts in Python, because basically all you really do to send output to him is you send commands in Python, or you can send text and he will translate the text using a text-to-speech engine, which ironically was not an open source text-to-speech engine. And it'll also dump raw audio over to him as well, and he'll play that off his speaker. But as you can see, I couldn't get it to work after an hour, so good luck with that. So yeah, it's a $200 semi-working, if you're willing to put in days worth of effort, fully working piece of crap. But I still love it because I'm just that much of a Linux fanboy. And that was my gadget warehouse.
That is
Thank
awesome.
you, Jeremy Sands.
That is great. I've been testing out the glue dots over here.
Okay.
In the meantime,
Well, we know that the 3 glue dots will hold up the Giz Wiz sign. That's good.
One glue dot seems to hold up these nature box bags pretty well. And then I got 3 glue dots on this box right here.
Oh, good. Okay.
And these are the removable glue dots, so I don't know if I would suggest this with the non-removable.
Let me see if I can knock one of those down. Oh, I'm hitting it from the back, and they're not.
It's pretty sturdy, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try hitting that. I'm hitting that. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Sands,
Jeremy.
you are going to get a piece of crap. I know this is your second submission. Your first one was years ago when you weren't getting crap. We're still looking for more videos. You know, a couple of things about videos. I know we always joke that there's no production value needed, but a couple of things. A couple of people sent in videos where the television is on in the room. You know, you shouldn't do that. And also,
we can't hear you.
You should sort of be in the pictures. A couple of videos, the people are like at the other end of the room. So, you know, just be near the camera. Keep them short.
We
2
need
to
about
3 minutes.
25% effort.
Yeah, that's it. That's the bar.
Right.
That's the new bar for the Giz. 25% effort.
Right.
It could be, I bought a piece of crap. I invented this. My favorite gadget of all time. Or the thing we love most is my gadget warehouse. Earlier, before the show went on the air, we were talking about, I think it was the spirograph, and someone said they had one up in their attic, and they were going to try and find it and make a video. So just make a video and put it on YouTube and send the link to Giz Wiz at twit.tv. And hopefully you'll see it here on Giz Wiz and earn a piece of crap, a Mad magazine, a 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman picture. And someone said to me, wait a minute. Years ago, it was a 30-year-old picture. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 35. That's right. The pictures keep aging.
You've been watching for 5 years, my friend.
Yeah, the photos, Time Warner doesn't want those pictures made again, so there will be no more once we're out of them.
That's amazing.
So get us your video to Giz Wiz at twit.tv, 2 to 3 minutes long.
That is wonderful, and thanks for sending that in, because that's kind of a little bit of history, little tucks.
You know, it was well designed, and the lighting on the eyes is great. It's
it
a
looks
shame
really
it
great
did nothing.
now. Yeah, interesting. Well, you should go and head on over to gizwiz.biz and play the What the Heck Is It game, or check out some...
And we need a letter.
Oh, letter. For some reason, I thought that was the letter. Yeah, let's head on over to the letter.
Here come your letters, your lovely letters. Here come your letters, your lovely Giz Wiz letters. Your Giz Wiz letters now.
I got a glue dot in my hair. How did that get there?
I think I know that song. I got a glue dot in my hair.
Got a glue dot.
And a glue dot on my rear.
Things do.
And okay. So this letter is directed directly at you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let me see. It is from Mike Vaughn, who says, I did not realize how much the thought of paper cuts bothered me until I listened to a recent show where Chad threatened to paper cut himself.
It's true.
I immediately wanted to rip off my headphones and curl up into a fetal position. Unfortunately, I was at work. The work I do is industrial factory welding.
Oh, wow.
If I had reacted to Chad's threats, it would have gone noticed by my coworkers, and I probably would have been teased and tormented for the rest of my career. Keep Chad away from paper. However, soon after,
go ahead.
I doubled up with laughter about your comment about how to waterproof the LED ice cubes, maybe with a rubber glove or, quotes, something else. Now my coworkers think I'm crazy. At least they don't know about the paper cut thing. I just wanted to chime in and let you know that particular show brought more emotion out of me than any other podcast ever.
Wow.
Enjoyable listening, Mike Vaughn.
We are the voices inside of Mike's head.
Yes, exactly.
I am so glad I'm not the only one, because I'm the one that pointed out that I was really bothered by that.
Yes,
see
he
him
was.
squirm.
I remember.
Yeah. Huh.
You see, this show seems silly, but it actually brings out
deep emotions.
The fear of showers, the fear of water over your head, the fear of paper cuts. It is.
This is a phobia cast.
I'm freaking out again right now.
Yep.
This
week in phobias. We really should name it TWIP. Do they have a TWIP yet?
TWIP. I don't think we have a TWIP. We don't have This Week in Printers, so that's good.
There you go. This
wide
week
open.
in phobias.
Wide open.
Now you can go to what you were saying.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mike, for sending that in. But make sure you head on over to gizwiz.biz to check out the What the Heck Is It game, where every 2 months there is a new product for you to guess what the heck is it. There's Dickie D puts up a kind of a questionable photo, not a questionable photo, but a photo.
A photo that needs to be questioned, I think is a better way to do
a question. Yeah, a question-worthy photo.
There you go.
Of a product, and you got to guess what it is. It's the full product. That's all of it there.
That's it.
And send in your questions. 12 Mad magazines autographed by Dickie D for the correct answer, but 24 for cute or silly or clever answers. So you have a much higher chance of getting an autographed Mad magazine if you are clever, if you can stretch your brain just a little bit.
I just have to say, Dick, your photo there is looking great. You changed it.
Yes, because 2 weeks ago on radio, Leo said, "Why is your mustache so dark in that photo?" And I said, "Well, that photo is 5 years old." So I figured truth in advertising. Let me get a recent photo.
That is
so.
Yeah, it's funny.
A photo from last week.
I thought the previous photo was actually 2 LED lights on each side of his glasses. It was just glare. But I thought for the longest time you were wearing some kind of contraption.
Oh, I was wearing, the LED magnifiers from a company called Pantavision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that photo.
There you go. So, very good observation, Josh.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, and I guess, do we have anything else we got to talk about?
No, I would say that we have wrapped it up rather quickly.
Yeah, 45 minutes into Ham Nation. So
yes. Well, we started an hour and a half late, so we picked up 45 minutes.
Yeah,
somehow.
Absolutely. Make sure that you subscribe to the show at twit.tv/Giz Wiz. That way you can get every episode hand-delivered to you. You don't have to remember to come back and watch us on a website or YouTube. And then make sure you can also check us out live. What time do we start? We don't even know. It's normally on Wednesdays around 4:30, unless if we have a meeting that goes for an hour and a half. And make sure you send in your videos. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
I'll be here.